freeforallsports.com. You know, this is the Ohio State of Mind show. This is what we do. You know what I mean? Yep. We talk to sports. We talk sports. You know, and we're from Ohio. Let's go ahead and get into some baseball. Because, you know, we talking about Ohio. I mean, it's big.
Live and die with the Reds.
Cincinnati Reds.
Some fans die with the Indians, but more here in this area is for the Reds.
Yeah, you know, me personally, I support both teams. I support all Ohio teams.
I support the Indians too, and I do root for them, but
right.
I'm definitely root for the Reds more.
Well, Danny here is a big baseball fan. So the Reds, you know, since you the Red, you got the expertise, man.
You know,
let us know.
These Reds are an interesting bunch of players to watch play ball. They get me pulling my hair an awful lot out of frustration. But
it's early.
I think we got our hopes built up a little too big 2 years ago when we made the playoffs.
Right.
And
yeah, I watched
last
that.
year it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And this year's
Cleveland's got number one, right, in their division right now. And Cincinnati's not far behind in their division, right?
They're 2.5. They were 2.5 coming into today, and we won tonight. So we're either 2 games.
So hey, we looking pretty good right now. Yeah. We were in position.
Well, we're looking pretty good for where we're at, and not playing that. We're really not playing great baseball yet.
Well,
it's little things we don't do. Our hitting has really been sad this year.
Well, Aroldis Chapman, he's been playing.
He's been unbelievable on the mound, pitching wise. Just like, you guys might as well just head back to the dugout. You're not touching my fastball.
Yeah, he's
or
killing
my
him.
Slider.
He's killing him right. Watch him kill him.
I hope not. I hope he don't fall apart because he's been.
Watch him kill him. Oh my goodness, he's killing him. He's killing him, man.
He's got like 14 innings or 15 innings on the year. He's got like 25 strikeouts.
They can't stop him.
He's only walked 4 batters.
He's on pace to do some great things this year. You know, and that's always great to see.
The problem with Chapman is Reds don't know how to use him. They don't know if he's a starter, a setup man, or a closer.
Well, let's let you make that call. What you think?
That's a tough decision.
But if you had to make it, where would you start? You know, and nothing is permanent. So I mean, you could try him as a starter, and then you know if it doesn't work out.
Right now, Marshall's our closer, and he's got like 5 saves, and he got 1 blown save. He's lost 2 games, but he got 1 blown save. He's doing okay at the moment, but if he blows a couple saves in a row,
no save. The save means he finishes out a game.
He comes in a game that's relatively close. I'm not sure if it's 3 runs or 4 runs. I think the tying run's got to be on deck. I'm not sure exactly how that's. You know, you bring your closer.
Oh, they got the potential.
If the closer comes in a 7-0 game in the 9th inning, he can't get a save.
Right. Okay.
But if it's like a 3-2 game, 5-3, maybe 6-3, he can get he gets a save if he gets the 3 outs or the final out. The final out's the big gun.
Right.
You know, you only have to face 1 batter to get a save.
Well. I mean the numbers that he's putting out.
I would say he'd be unhittable in a winning position.
I'd say honestly, why not be a starter? You know, we won't be able to see him as much as a closer,
right.
But he'll be able to play more innings. You know what I mean? He'll be able to dominate a whole game. You know, a whole game can be dominant.
Specialists, it used to be if you were a relief pitcher. It was like a punishment.
Well, really, what they have to do, what the Cincinnati Reds had to do, I'm sure they watch him at practice and they know what he's capable of. Is he capable? See, we don't know this.
Yeah,
is he capable of throwing multiple innings a day, a game?
He was a starter over in Cuba.
Okay,
but
are Cuba the same? Dynamics. Is it the same length between the mound and the?
Everything's the same as that goes, but the level of play.
Right, of course. Well, yeah, Major League Baseball.
Don't get me wrong, but their overall league is not
as dominating. Right. Well, yeah. Well,
but Chapman has shown he can pitch as a starter. But they want to bring him along slow because they got too much money invested in this young man. So it's still out. A lot depends on how the 5 starters we got. Cueto's doing great. Latos is starting. He pitched a great game yesterday. You got those 2, and hopefully Latos comes around. April is his worst month of his career as a pitcher, and he didn't do good with us. But he started off May with a victory.
Right.
And he's 2-2. And then you got Holder Bailey. The Reds invested a lot of money in him, and at times he shows greatness, and then the next game he shows an aptitude he can't pitch at all hardly.
Yeah.
But I think he's a starter.
Okay.
But he's only won. I think he's won two games.
He's been doing real good.
Well, he's not done real great, but he's not.
Who's been our best pitcher so far besides Chapman?
Cueto. But Bailey his last 2 or 3 starts he's pitched really good. They haven't got him the victory because they're not scoring no runs for him.
Would you say the pitching is our strong point?
No. Well, it's supposed to have been the hitting, but the hitting definitely ain't the strong point.
Would you say pitching is a strong point in Cincinnati right now?
I'm not sure if it's the starters or the relief pitchers. Cause
just the overall pitching.
We got a great relief, and we got 2 relief pitchers hurt. We got Massett and Bray, they're both hurt right now.
Right.
So that hurts our bullpen lineup.
Let's talk about the Reds of the past. And what is there a possibility that they could redeem that type of or rediscover that type of greatness?
They've got some players right now. You got Zach Cozart, you got Brandon Phillips, you got Joey Votto.
Right.
You got Jay Bruce.
Yeah.
Todd Frazier is starting to make me think he could be a player that's good. You got Chris Heisey. These are all young ball players that might turn out to be stars.
Right.
And Joey Votto's already a superstar.
Right.
He could have played on the Great Red Machine.
Dusty Baker, what you think of him? Good manager? Decent manager?
Great manager. I'm not sure. I think he kind of goes with the flow. I think he pays attention to a lot when it's like today. He let go of they sit down Harris.
Mm.
He's the one that wanted him, but he only had 1 base hit for the season out of like 20-some at bats. He wasn't doing very good. And they sent Todd Frazier back down to the minors. He was the leading hitter during spring training. I think these players, if they can mold into the like Joey Votto's already gotten to.
Right.
They got some players that can maybe one day match up. I can see Brandon Phillips being like a Joe Morgan at one time.
What if you had to put a percentage on the possibility of Cincinnati, the Reds, actually being able to make it to the World Series? Not win it, just make it to the World Series. What would you put on there?
I don't think it's going to be this year, but I think in the next 2-3 years, to me, they should be.
They got real good chances.
They should be a world champion if these players come on. If they come along like they're supposed to.
But see, when you're talking about 2-3 years, now you're talking about not only are the players coming along, but are you able to keep the players together?
Well,
you know what I mean?
They've already signed.
Because if all these players come together, then all of a sudden they're all going to want some big money. You know what I mean?
They've already signed Brandon Phillips for a long term. They've signed Joey Votto to like 2020 something.
How about Aroldis?
I forget what they paid him. He's already getting.
He signed up though.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's long term yet. But he's already making big money.
Well, yeah, but if it ain't long term, it don't matter. You know what I mean?
Sometimes what was it? $50 million. He ain't complaining right now.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, in a couple years, is he gonna want to go to the Yankees? We
still gotta see what Chapman is gonna be. How they're gonna. Because we don't know if he's gonna be great as a starter.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's going to be great as a closer.
Yeah, we don't know what he is yet. We don't even know what he is.
We know what he's doing when he comes in the games now, in middle relief and that, and he's blowing people away.
So what about Shin Soo Choo? What you know about him?
He's a good all-around player. A good player for the Indians.
Yeah,
I think the Indians are. I think they're over.
That's Ohio baseball. That's Ohio baseball right now. You know what I mean?
I don't think people thought the Indians being first, but right now they're in first place. The Tigers, I believe, are favored over them, but they got some good ball players. They got Masterson from Beaver Creek, their pitcher. He's like their ace pitcher.
Beaver Creek down the road.
He first came up with the Red Sox, I believe.
Okay.
But they're hurting with this Grady Sizemore. I don't know what's going to be his outcome. He's had knee injuries now the last 2 years. I think it's both knees. And
that's tough.
He might never
be
the same.
What position?
He's center fielder.
Oh, that's a lot of running. To have 2 bad knees.
He's a damn good ball player.
That's tough.
So just by losing him, and I don't know if he's ever going to return to what he was or not.
Hopefully he does. Hopefully he does.
A Rubio, how do they say that name?
I mean, we're looking pretty promising.
He's a good ball player for the Indians.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty promising.
Yeah,
the Indians look good. The Reds look good. You know, like, I mean, it's early. It's early. I'm not gonna.
Is the you think of if they would mature into what we're hoping they'll be?
Yeah,
they're going to dominate baseball. But if they, you got a lot of guys you think are going to be a superstar, and they call them a miss.
Yeah.
They'll call him a can't miss prospect, and sometimes it just don't.
I think it's the energy though, man. Cincinnati, it's in the air. You know what I mean? It's in the air.
Well, they got so many good young looking players.
Yeah, we got the team.
They got hitters.
So all we got to do is get the coaching down. You know what I mean? Coach these players where they need to be.
I don't know what the coaching thing. Sometimes I wonder about their hitting coach, and I like the guy, Brooke Jacoby.
Mm-hmm.
He's a batting coach, and I said, man, what are they doing? They seem like they'll play against a good team with good pitchers.
It could be worse though.
Oh,
it could be worse.
I mean, don't
it could be, and it's early.
They're doing all right so far.
You're right. It's early, so they're not hitting. They're not hitting good.
But they're only 2 games out of first place.
Exactly. So that says a lot.
They start getting that
right. So that means that they got everything else working.
They can dominate.
Yeah.
And they're not.
And they got a good hitting team on paper.
Yeah.
They got a good hitting team on paper. So once it all comes together, I see the Reds being pretty good this year.
I'm saying if these guys, Kozar, Bruce, Phillips,
right.
I already know Votto is going to. He's struggling a little himself this year, but he's still.
But it's early.
He's still hitting good.
Yeah, it's early.
He said the other day, I'm just not quite in my groove yet.
Oh yeah. It'll come, man.
He's only got 2 home runs so far.
Right. But it's early.
He's just a little off in his swing. And they got this Drew Stubbs. If these guys,
we're gonna
if they ever put it together,
we're looking good.
They could be a dynasty.
It's safe to say that Ohio.
Again,
it's safe to say Ohio. We're looking good in baseball. You know what I mean?
I think the good days hopefully ahead, but it's still you gotta wait and see. They play it on paper. They don't play it on paper. They play it out on that field, and what we know they potentially can do, they're going to show it on the field.